we can get started. So begin by making sure that your space is comfortable and you have pillows, blankets, anything that you need to feel supported, warm enough, and cozy. You can choose to lie on your back if that's the most supportive position. You're also welcome to roll around to the side if that's more comfortable today. And begin by noticing the points of your body that are in contact with the floor. Just focusing your attention on the sensation of your body responding to gravity. See if you can soften the muscles of the back of the body. Invite them to soften and begin to sink into the floor. Pratyahara is the act of withdrawing the senses inward. So our senses are constantly reaching out into the world, looking for information and input, stimulation. Before we can reach any kind of relaxation or meditative state, we have to draw the sense organs inward, focus on our inner landscape first to quiet the outside world. So to begin, if you could visualize your mind's eye as if it's on the ceiling, looking down at your physical body, taking a bird's eye view of your body resting in Shavasana. And just notice the colors of the blankets or the clothing that you're wearing, noticing the space and the furniture that might be near you, taking in the outside imagery, outside the physical body, and your space within your practice room. Noticing the outlines of the body. And then imagining that you could draw the mind's eye from the ceiling closer and closer, like you're zooming in on a camera, moving in towards the physical body. All the way into the eyebrow center. Noticing that there might be light coming in underneath your eyelids, or perhaps it's completely dark. The sensation of drawing the visual input inward. And then noticing physical sensations. Sensation of air on your skin. Texture of your clothing. The volume and weight of the physical body. And once again, those points of contact between the back of your body and the surface beneath you. We'll practice a breath called the physiological sigh, starting by taking a long, smooth breath in through the nose. Slight pause at the top, and then one more small sip of air in through the nose. Exhaling through an open mouth. All the air out. Inhaling long, smooth breath in through the nose. Slight pause at the top of the breath. Taking one more sip of air in through the nose. And exhaling all the air out through an open mouth. The last time, taking a long, smooth inhale, slight pause at the top, and one more sip of air in through the nose, filling the lungs completely, and exhaling all the air out through an open mouth. Allow the breath to move naturally now, letting yourself rest in stillness. Softening back into the support of the earth beneath you. Feeling the shape of the body, feeling the negative space of the air around you. And from here, can you bring all of your awareness and attention to the center of the chest, taking a moment to feel whatever sensations and emotions are present here. Now is the time to think about your sankalpa or resolve. The sankalpa is your truest intention, crafted into a short positive statement in the present tense as if it is already true. Take a moment to ask yourself how you want to show up in your practice or in your life, and just focus on the heart center for a moment, noticing if anything new bubbles up for you today, or if you want to continue working with the sankalpa that you've already been working with. You can continue using the same sankalpa as long as it feels relevant to you in your life. Once you've clarified your resolve in your mind, repeat it to yourself 3 times mentally with conviction and sincerity. And we'll take a little trip through the physical body, Annamaya Kosha, noticing the sensations present in each body part as you hear it named. And if you can, really send the sensations deep within each body part. So noticing the contours of the external part of the body, as well as the volume, the space that the body part takes up, and the sense of mass, the gravity, the sinking towards the center of the earth. Beginning to bring your awareness to the right hand thumb, the edges of the thumb, the volume, and the mass of the thumb. That level of sensory awareness moving to the first finger of the right hand, middle finger, ring finger, and the pinky finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, shoulder blade, collarbone, the center of the chest, the center of the upper back, the left shoulder blade, collarbone, shoulder, armpit, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, the left hand thumb. Both arms from fingertip to fingertip, like wings spreading out from the center of the back. Awareness of the whole wingspan of the body. Bringing all of your awareness and focus to the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth toe, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, heel, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, the ball and socket joint of the hip, the outside edge of the hip, like an elephant's ear, the tailbone, and the pubic bone, and the outside left edge of the hip, like an elephant's ear, the left ball and socket joint, where the pelvis meets the femur, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, top of the foot, the sole of the foot, pinky toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, and the big toe of the left foot. The whole pelvis and lower limbs all together. Bringing your awareness and focus to the tailbone, the very bottom of the spine, sacrum, the curve of the lower back, and the muscles connected to the spine. Middle back, the backs of the ribs, the upper back, shoulder blades, back of the neck, the axis where the top of the spine meets the skull, the back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, the eyes, tip of the nose, cheeks, the upper lip, lower lip, the line between the lips, the muscles connected to the jaw, the joints of the jaw, the tip of the chin, center of the throat, center of the chest, the whole rib cage, solar plexus, the abdomen, navel center, the pubic bone, and the pelvic floor. The whole of the spine and head, full torso together. The whole right side of the body, from the right ear to the sole of the right foot, the whole left side of the body, from the left ear, the sole of the left foot, the whole back of the body, from the heels to the back of the head, the whole front of the body, from the eyebrow center to the tips of the toes, the whole body, your whole body simultaneously resting in stillness. And bring your awareness to the natural breath. Just take a few moments to notice the breath moving in and out of the body without undue effort or strain. Simply watching your body breathe for you. We'll begin to practice a mental version of Nadi Shodhana breathing, alternate nostril breathing. So we'll begin by imagining that as you breathe in, you're breathing only in through the right nostril, sensing all of the breath moving in through the right nostril. And as you exhale, you'll feel all of the breath moving out through the left nostril. On the next breath, imagining that when you inhale, you're breathing in through the left nostril. And as you exhale, you're breathing out through the right nostril. Alternating in this way, inhaling right, exhaling left, inhaling left, exhaling right. Focusing on the sensation of the breath moving through one side and then the other. And as you continue breathing in this way, alternating from one side to the other, can help to add a visual element to this imagined alternate nostril breathing. So in the next time that you inhale through the right nostril, can you imagine that you're inhaling white light up through the right nostril into the eyebrow center. And as you exhale, that white light is flowing out through the left nostril. And the next time that you inhale through the left nostril, inhaling white light through one side of the nose, directly into the eyebrow center, and then exhaling that white light out through the opposite nostril. Continuing in this way with smooth, even breath, inviting your chest and belly to be soft. Mentally watching the breath in the form of a stream of white light moving in one nostril into the eyebrow center and out the other nostril. It's very natural for the mind to wander during these practices. If you notice that you've fallen asleep or your mind has wandered, just gently shift your awareness back to the practice of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, following the stream of white light as it moves in one nostril into the eyebrow center, out through the opposite nostril. Just a few moments longer. And then releasing the breath practice, just allowing your breath to move naturally in and out of the body. Bringing your awareness to the center of the forehead, noticing any sensations that are present there. Imagining a space right behind the eyebrow center, like an empty movie theater with a dark screen stretched out in front of you. The Chitakasha inner space. Take a moment to simply focus your mind's eye on whatever phenomena are present on this dark screen ahead of you. It's normal to see only darkness or sometimes lights, patterns, colors. For others, thoughts, images, even memories can rise up and fall away. See if you can cultivate a sense of detached curiosity, taking on the role of the observer, simply watching what rises up and falls away, not identifying yourself too strongly with any one image or thought, but just noticing what is present there. And then allow all of the things that might be happening on the screen to dissipate and fall away, leaving an empty movie screen, infinite potential. And take a moment to just relax in that darkness, enjoying not having to create any thoughts. And see if you can visualize the following images clearly, as if creating them in absolute reality in front of you. Let each one be crystal clear in your mind's eye, and then allow it to dissolve completely as you move on to the next. Visualizing a grand library with shelves overflowing with books. A huge library filled with books. A wind-blown ancient tree at the top of a mountain. A tree shaped by the wind at the top of a mountain. A crackling fireplace. The glow of a crackling fireplace. Waves breaking on a rocky shore. Waves crashing on the rocky shore. the statue of the Buddha, the statue of Buddha. A field of wildflowers, a field filled with wildflowers. A running horse, a running horse. A full moon on a clear night, a bright full moon on a clear night. And releasing all of the visualizations, can you allow your attention to spread out, rippling over physical sensations and thoughts like water, moving over them without stopping or giving emphasis to any one thing, allowing your awareness to be diffuse, spread out, and resting here for just a few moments. And allowing all of that diffuse, spread out awareness to condense like a drop of water at the center of the chest, focusing all of your awareness and attention at sensations, emotions that are present at the center of the chest. And can you bring back to mind your sankalpa or resolve? Perhaps picturing it in your mind's eye, written out on a piece of paper. And then imagine you could fold this piece of paper again and again and again, far past what is allowed by physics or mathematics, until it becomes a tiny seed. And as you repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 times mentally, imagine dropping this seed deep into the center of the chest and allowing its intention and impact to ripple outwards like ripples of water on a still pond. And with the same sincerity and conviction that you feel for your own resolve, can you send out some intention to the rest of the universe? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be happy. May all be free from illness. May all be liberated, and may no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. Take a moment to enjoy this in-between space, still resting deeply before sending your senses back out into the world. Start by noticing just the sensations of the breath and the physical body. And you bring your attention to the back of the rib cage and the shoulder blades. And notice their gentle movement pressing into the earth every time you inhale. Without undue effort or strain, just noticing the movements of the rib cage in 3 dimensions with the breath. Noticing the sensation of the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you. The sense of gravity being gently pulled towards the center of the earth. And then noticing the edges of the physical body, the outline of your body resting as you practice Yoga Nidra, the sensation of air touching the skin, awareness of the texture of your clothing, your blankets, and imagining you can zoom out with your mind's eye, sending the mind's eye up to the ceiling, looking down on yourself as you practice Yoga Nidra, noticing how you're resting, where you are in the space that you're practicing in, the quality of the light around you. And perhaps noticing sounds in the room around you as well. Allowing your sense organs to seek outward as they naturally want to do. And we'll take 3 deep belly breaths, expanding the belly like a balloon, and exhaling through an open mouth with a sigh. Inhaling through the nose, sighing all the air out. Again, inhaling through the nose, releasing all the air with a sigh. One more time, inhaling through the nose and sighing all the air out. Allowing awareness to flood into the muscles and the joints of the body, perhaps wiggling the fingers and toes, rotating the wrists and ankles, rocking the head from side to side, and opening and closing the jaw. You may want to yawn or make small stretching movements, gently waking up the physical body. And take some time as you roll over onto one side to notice how you're feeling in your body and your mind after your practice. Noticing sensations that are present in the physical body and the quality of your breath and your thoughts. And enjoying the transition, the space between the state of Yoga Nidra and your normal awake mental state. Pressing yourself up into a seated position as you feel ready. Again, making any small movements that feel good in the neck or the spine. Bringing the hands in front of the heart, thumbs lightly touch the sternum. As you fold forward, letting your thumbs touch the eyebrow center. Hariom Tat Sat, the practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. You may want to drink some water or write in a journal after practicing. Make your transition back into your regular life as nourishing and comforting as you can.